Nation, yes. Make sure you guys wipe them feet. If this is your first time being here, hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to the nation, man. Terrence L, my brother Leon is in the building. Icy Nate, Cool Kev. Shout out to everybody, man. Carlos, Autumn Wind. Let's get it. Scout will be here in a minute, y'all. Definitely be here in a second. He had to run to the library after a class, so he'll be here soon. But what's good, though? Shout out to Sean Johnson, my brother. Xavier, what's good with you? Al Sharkin. Squad up. Let's get it, Leon. You already know. Unknown Raider guy, a.k.a. Raider Jason. What's good with you, King? James Moore, Tony, Knock, Andrew. We are here, man. We're going to talk about it. We've been talking about a lot of crazy stuff all week long. We know the whole John Gruden, Mark Davis debacle, all this crazy shit going on in the nation. Well, tonight we are going to get back to football. We're going to talk about this Denver game. We're going to talk about some potential coaches that can take over after the season. So bear with us, man. Like I said, Scout will be here in a second. But let's get some questions in and let's just talk some shit. Shout out to DeMarcus. What's up with you, brother? Feet white. Yes. My brother Thor, what's good with you, King? Jordan Wilson's in the building. Yes. You already know, man. Auntie 6. Let's get it. 207. Jack Kenna. 916 is definitely in the building, man. Let's go. What are you guys' thoughts right now going into the game this Sunday? We are on the road going to Mile High Stadium to play one of our divisional rivals. After this crazy shit, do you think our team folds up or do you think they show up for Rich and they pull off a big W, man? Because look, I don't care what team you are. It is very tough to play at Mile High Stadium. Tough, period, point blank, especially coming off of this kind of situation with our coaching staff. And, you know, everyone looked defeated this past game against Chicago. Like I said before, I was there. It looked live. It looked different, y'all. I'm telling you, everybody just looked like they didn't want to be there. What do y'all think, man? Do we show up Sunday? I like that, Carlos. Let's do it. Rally around Rich. Talk about it. Shout out to Fresno County Dog. What's up, my brother? Yes, sir. 559. Like J-Rock say, win. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Wipe them feet. Hit that thumbs up. The O-line scares me against this defense. Leon, this O-line scares me against every defense. Let's support Rich. Facts. Donkey meat on the grill. Talk that talk, Thor. I like that we're underdogs again. Keep sleeping on the Raiders, man. Happy Hawaiian. I love that. I love it. Fernando, what's up, King? Aaron Cortez, Zamorai's in the building. Ricky said there is a report that there's a feeling that the NFL is trying to force Davis to sell. Yes, I actually did a video on that this morning. I didn't upload it because I'm going to be honest, I'm trying to get over that shit. I don't even want to go that route anymore. I just want to get back to football, man. But one thing I will say, I have to say this, you guys. I'm sorry. It's going to be the last thing you guys hear from me. You may hear me repeat it one more time when me and Stu do our show tonight. But Jack Del Rio, please shut the fuck up. Jack Del Rio, please shut the fuck up. You're shitting on Gruden, yet you're still working for the person that made all this happen. Until you quit that job, I don't want to hear you say nothing about Gruden. Nothing. You don't respect him, but you're employed by Daniel Snyder. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, man. You don't respect Gruden anymore. He lost all your respect, but you still work under Daniel Snyder. Shut the fuck up, Del Rio. Please shut the fuck up. Temp, yes, tonight, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern, we're going to do an hour show here. We're going to take an hour off, and then we're going to come back an hour, and me and Stu are going to be live tonight. And you know how me and Stu do. We're going to be talking that shit. Yeah, Ricardo, I got to, bro. I have to. I'm going to be repeating that a lot tonight. Shut the fuck up, Del Rio. Until you boycott your own boss and you walk away from that job, I don't want to hear you say anything about our former coach. point blank period. You can tell that you still mad that you lost your job to him because that shit is corny to me. He said he doesn't respect Gruden anymore, and the shit he said, you know what I mean, was basically, in a nutshell, the shit he said was out of pocket, and he doesn't respect Gruden. Well, until you leave that job, bro, I don't give a shit what you talking about, man. Your boss threw Gruden under the rug. Talk that talk, man. Dave S., you stupid, bro. You stupid, bro. Let's get to it, man. I got my brother in the building, man. What's good with you, bro?
Not much.
I know you in the library. I know you got to whisper and shit and all that good stuff. Let's talk about it, man. We got about a good 50 minutes, man.
Yes.
Let's get it. We're talking about Denver, man. We're gonna get past this other shit. You know, let's get to Denver, and then we're definitely gonna talk about who you would like to replace. If Richie doesn't make the playoffs this year, who would we like to replace him with?
I mean, even if he makes the playoffs, but
okay,
I'll get to that.
Okay, so you got the floor, my brother. Talk that shit, man.
1 second. One.
He said, "I'm out here dehydrated as fuck."
I am. Oh, that is.
Oh shit! Scout froze up like a stripper, man. Scout froze up like a stripper, man. All right, I'm about to remove him. Oh, there we go. Okay. Got you. There we go.
I didn't sign into the Wi-Fi in time.
Okay.
Kick me off.
There you go, my brother.
Denver,
man. What do we need to do in order to get win this game? It's easier said than done. Look, we could say the tough things are going on the road, playing a divisional rival, playing against a top 5 defense. But I think right now our biggest opponent is ourselves, right? I mean, our biggest opponent is ourselves, right? At this point.
Yeah, no doubt.
What do we need? What do we? Go ahead.
I was just checking the injury report.
It was kind of extensive, bro.
I know, but did it update today? I know it did, but there it is. 25 minutes ago. Damn, they're late. All right, let's see.
Before you get to it, shout out to Auntie Six. He says, "Scout, how would you fix the offense and defense?" Before we get to it, what is there? Well, the defense, right? We just got to get better against the run. I mean, let's just stop the run. That's it.
That's the main thing.
Offense, the O-line, play calling.
No doubt.
Go ahead, brother Scout. This your show. I want your opinion because I haven't got a chance to hear it yet.
I'm just trying to find this injury report right now. Here we go. Hold on. It was just 20 minutes ago, so it can't be.
Let me see. I know the last time I looked at it was pretty. There was a lot of names on it, but it's still early. Here it goes right here. All right, so the Broncos got Mike Ford, Melvin Gordon.
I got it.
Okay, you got it?
All right, so Mike Ford did not participate. Gordon Jackson back. And then for us, Quentin Jefferson. Yikes.
Yeah.
We got downgraded.
Damn, he didn't participate at all.
Neither did Josh. Aiden got added.
Oh shit, he was limited. Okay, he'll still play though.
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
All right,
we're good.
Peyton Barber's back. We got a lot of running backs on the roster right now. I'll tell you that.
Man had a turf toe and he's back in a game.
Oh no, that's crazy. Waller's back after resting. Jacobs did not participate. Illness, so he should be back. It sounds like it's sick. Yeah. So what are you looking at right now, brother?
I know they're expected to get Ronald Darby back.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's huge because Kyle Fuller's been ass.
Yeah, really bad.
I'm trying to think. It's hard. That defense is good. I say run the ball. Is. Run the ball. That's the main one. Just try and get the ball moving.
So you want us to run the ball?
Yeah, for sure. And then for them, stop the run.
So do you think we can run the ball, though? I mean, at this point, man, especially with Greg Olsen, he likes to spread the ball out more, bro. He's more of a pass-first offensive coordinator, man. So I think we're going to be passing the ball around.
But he loves play action, so we got to run the ball to set up the play action. Otherwise, no one's going to bite.
Yeah.
I want to see more.
Can we run the ball against these guys though? Can we run the
That's
damn ball?
tough. That's tough. It's tough.
I know we got Illuminor practicing at right tackle. I like that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so
Same.
that's already an
Start
upgrade
quick.
to me.
Start quick. That's the first one.
Yeah.
Can't
No,
go down.
yeah. We have to score the first possession this time. If we score
Even
the
a
first
field goal.
possession, yeah, no, that'll be a huge to these guys' psyches. Like for Gruden to leave and in the first week he's gone, we score on the first possession. That would be huge. That would definitely be huge. Shout out to Toxic real quick. DC4, 387 yards, 3 TDs. Waller, 11 catches, 114, 2 TDs. Let's put these donkeys on a fire. Shout out to you, Toxic. Yeah, my brother. I'm going to be honest, man. This secondary scares me, bro.
That's
300.
good.
That's almost 400 yards against a Patrick Surtain, against these guys got a lot of guys, man, back there. Shelby Harris is great against the run. Oh, man. I don't know, man. Kareem Jackson, I know he's been limited. He's a great safety.
And they got Caden Sterling has been going off.
Yep.
He has, let me check. I think he has like 3 picks at least.
AJ, I would not start Carr this week in fantasy.
Oh, he has a pick and 3 pass breakups. He's been good.
Okay.
He's been really good.
So, all right, let's just talk about this before I ask you for your X factors and all that good shit. Let's talk about
defense is good. Renfro is going to have a hard time against
Callahan.
So? Callahan, yeah.
Oh, Bryce. Is it Bryce?
He's the best. Yeah, he's the best slot corner in the NFL. It's not going to be easy.
So who? Okay, fuck it then. Who are X factors then? Who are X factors in this game?
Let me go with Max because their right tackle situation is always been sketchy. So that's a big one. He needs to have he had 1 pressure last week. He needs to have more.
Okay. I like that. You got Max is 1.
Max is 1. Let me go Meek. Because for some reason
I like
that. For some reason he always matches up against the big receiver, even though it should be Hayward. But
what about Tim Pat? I mean, I think he'll match up with Patrick, right?
He might him or Sutton. Either one. Like he's got.
I think Casey gets Sutton. I think Casey gets Sutton in
that makes more sense. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Edwards for the simple reason is they have. If you look at their corners, like they're all fast, but they're not overly big. I mean, that's what it is. And I think Waller does have a day because they have had Patrick Surtain guarding tight ends, and there's a difference between guarding like Mark Andrews and Eric Ebron and Darren Waller. Then again, Mark Andrews decided to make the entire Chiefs secondary, the entire Colts just. I don't know what he did. He just went off.
Yeah, he did. Definitely.
I want to address something for anyone that watched last night. I was not offering McCole Hardman for DK Metcalf.
Wait, who said?
Spotlight, yeah.
I just seen you comment in the fantasy group chat.
I don't need that. I got Michael Thomas.
That shit is hilarious. He should be back. He should be coming back soon too.
Next week.
Yeah. What do you think? So what did Pittsburgh do in order to beat Denver, bro? What do we need to look at that game for? Like, what do we need to look at that game and mirror that?
Well, what sucks is they're not going to have Kyle Fuller out. Like they're not going to have him on the field because he. Why can't I look at it on PFF? They just not going to allow me to look at Kyle Fuller.
Facts. Give credit to Scout, man, for staying quiet in the library. That's definite facts.
Yeah, this stuff is difficult.
Najee Harris had 23 attempts for 122 yards, 5.3 yards per carry with the Steelers trash line. So maybe we can get it together this week.
I got no one to my right. I got someone to my left, and I got a person in front of me. So this room's kind of. I mean, the room's kind of soundproof. So
no, you're good, brother. Do your thing. Nassib is back. He is back. He's back at practice today. Definitely.
He's good. We need him.
What's up with you, my brother? Yeah, everybody, if you haven't yet, go follow Raiders.Scout on IG at Raiders.Scout.
So the preferable thing would be to attack Kyle Fuller if he's on the field. Against the Steelers, he allowed 5 receptions on 5 targets for 113 yards. 2 touchdowns, and a 158 QBR. So attack him if we can.
Play Clee at defensive tackle. I like that, David Walker. I think
we're gonna have to if we're down. I would write it on the whiteboard behind me, but someone stole the markers. So I just gotta get a marker. That makes it so much easier.
We got Phylon still. We got Solomon Thomas. We got some guys.
But if Quentin doesn't play, and Hankins that's down. Yeah, and Hankins. Quentin's been our best D tackle. So then now we're down to Phylon, Thomas, Damian Square.
Yeah, but was he activated?
No, he's never been activated. He's on the roster. He's just never been active. Maybe Vickers gets called up.
Hey, I would like that.
I'd like to see that. He deserves it.
Yeah, we've been protecting him every week on the practice squad.
Which means something special is going there.
Yeah.
They are expected to play John Brown and David Moore, though. So that's going to be interesting.
It's funny they got 2 of our former guys, but I mean, they're no X factors to me. I mean, look, David Moore is cool, man. He has a couple big games with Seattle.
He's good.
I'm not really.
John Brown ain't nothing. He's nothing.
Hell no. Nah. Shout out to Toxic. Look at these 2 teams that just beat Denver. We already beat them. They can beat mid and bottom tier teams, but not teams with solid pass rush. And we do have a solid pass rush.
We just also got our asses kicked by the Bears.
Yeah.
Then again, the Bears, they might be legit. For the one reason is new play caller, and their offenses look different.
Yeah, it definitely has.
So that could be possible.
But we still should win the game.
The Chargers are just the Chargers.
They're for real.
Them and the Bills are going to be superpowers for the next 5-10 years. Not 10 years, but a while.
I agree.
Especially with Herbert.
That could be potential AFC championship this year.
One division with Herbert and Mahomes ain't good.
No.
And now you got to add in the Broncos get a new QB. I mean, I'm not saying we will, but new coach, new QB, maybe. Just saying. I mean, I don't think so, but.
Well, let's talk about that because I talked about this with everybody else. What are you thinking about this whole shit with Richie coming in to be the head coach? Gus Bradley staying there. Ollie basically getting a up and up now. He's pretty much not the clipboard guy anymore. He's offensive coordinator. You know what I mean? And Richie already said he's handing over the offense to him. What do you do? Like, what are you looking at? I know there's Joe Brady out there at the end of the season. We know Eric Bieniemy, which I already talked about him having a domestic violence thing on his record before.
The thing is that shouldn't affect him, like his ability. Eric Bieniemy should be a head coach.
No, facts, but Mark Davis don't play that shit.
No. That's he'll be a head coach. He should be a head coach. I don't give a shit if he doesn't interview well or whatnot. Yeah. I don't care. He should be a head coach. It's that simple. But he won't be for us because, Davis don't play.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Gruden was gone even if he didn't resign. Davis isn't going to stand for that.
Yeah. Look, I'm only talking about it. This is all I'm saying is I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the situation.
No, but football reasons, I'm happy he's gone. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Football reasons.
As a person.
Yeah. I'm not talking about that shit. Yeah, it is what it is. But football wise, let's open up the play bit. What do you think that Ali does different, bro? What do you think Olsen does different with Gruden gone now?
He runs a ton of play action, a ton, and it's not like what Gruden did, where it was. I mean, Gruden had Olsen's scheme. It was just different play caller. Olsen's still not the greatest play caller, but he knows what he's doing. I think that there's just going to be a lot of simple stuff. They're not going to make it too complex. Gruden's offense is really complex. And Waller said, I like how simple it is for the young guys, which works. A simple offense works.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
like Gus Bradley's. It's like Gus Bradley's defense on the offensive side.
And he knows when to run the ball also.
Yeah, definitely.
And he creates ability on the line to identify a weak spot. If you have, say, on the right side, Khalil Mack just constantly feasting on the right tackle, he's going to design play action boots to roll out to the left to get Derek out of the pocket to the left on the run and create a short play. That way he's not sitting there.
Yeah.
Like that's what good. He's not modern or anything. He's still old school, but like he realizes what the issue is and moves people away from it. And like if we
Does
have
the
if we
verbiage
have
change? Does the verbiage change?
no, I don't think so. It's the same place.
Okay.
I think it's just I think he lets DC get more involved too. Like
Yes.
more like, hey, this is your play call here.
You
Do
see
what you want.
something, call out of it. You see
Yeah.
something, call out of it. Yeah,
Gruden seems to be very, and I think he's going to run more screens
these past
because
2
that's
weeks,
his way.
I haven't seen DC really audible at
No,
all.
yeah, that's a thing with.
My sons are back there going crazy, just bouncing
That's
off
the
the
thing.
ball.
That's the thing with screenplays is like if you get the pocket collapsing so easily, you collapse it yourself and you move it somewhere else for the running back.
Yeah.
Like that's how it works.
Do you think? Shout out to Gravy Top Shelf. Shout out to my guy, man. Do you think that Mariota takes some packages to start the running
Yeah,
game?
for sure.
Okay, I like that. I
I
like that.
think
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
I think it'd be bold, but what about a package of Mariota and Carr? Like I don't think it's gonna happen, but like
And you mean by like Mariota being set up in the backfield, right? Like,
no.
so you mean like how they had in week 1 where like DC was out there at wide receiver and Mariota was at quarterback? Because remember we did that
Flip
one.
it.
Okay,
Flip it.
I like that.
And then I don't know. This is just me like thinking like totally won't happen. It won't happen because it's probably really stupid. But like Carr under center, backwards pass to Mariota. Mariota throws it deep or runs it, but it has chances to be blown up a lot and really easy.
Hey, actually, David Walker, what's crazy is, bro, he doesn't like to use those 2 tight end sets.
And Moreau's been ass.
Yeah, so I don't think you're really going to see a lot of Foster Moreau. Like, if we have any tight end, which is going to be Waller, he's going to be out there.
I think you're going to see Moreau, though, for the reason is he doesn't like 2 tight end sets, but Waller is such a mismatch that you can slide him outside. Yeah. And Foster, though, he's been disappointing.
Blocking, receiving, all across the board.
He's just been bad.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I think that we're going to see a lot is a lot of bad players or players that are underperforming really step it up because you got a new, like, I like Basashia, but at the same time, he's what, 72? Like
62.
Let me look. I thought it was 70. Hopefully he isn't 70. I feel kind of bad. He's 61. Okay, so like, yeah, that's great and all. Like, okay, that's not really bad. Yeah, he's a good people coach, but you don't know him team building wise, and it's.
I'm excited for him because I know the team is going to rally around him.
He deserves a spot, as he deserves this chance, but at the same time, is he who I want long term?
Yeah.
Not really. I don't want Olsen and Bradley long term either. Like, no offense to either of them. I love Bradley, but the sad thing is, new head coach, no Bradley. It's hard to work along that easy. Yeah. But like the ball or Brady, oh God, that'd be like that's what we need. Modern offense. Olsen's old. Now keep Bisaccia, Bradley, move on from Olsen, maybe.
Okay.
But we'll have to see.
So who would be your preference?
I'm a head coach. I'm like 3. They're all offensive coordinators. The ball is number 1. Byron Leftwich is number 2. Joe Brady's number 3.
See, I like Byron Leftwich. I feel like that may be my number 1 on my list, man.
The ball for me is just because he also has the connection with Leatherwood, Jacobs, and Ruggs. Like he coached at Bama with them.
Alabama. Sons. I am live right now. Everybody hears you. Go in the room and play. For real. Y'all bugging right now. Son's out here geeking right now, man. Hey, you heard me? I had to go and turn into daddy daycare around this motherfucker.
No, we heard.
Let me see. Ray says we need to hire Snoop.
Shit, anything.
Hey. So what do you think about the whole Doug Peterson thing?
Give me Paul Gunther as head coach.
Who?
I'd rather have Gunther as head coach.
I hear you, Scout.
You good? You good over there?
Yeah, I had to go dip up my kids real quick. I had to go. Go ahead.
I'd rather Paul Gunther.
You said Paul Gunther.
as head coach than Doug Peterson. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's remember. Okay, Doug Peterson did win a championship in Philly,
and then he went downhill.
but he was fighting with the owner and the GM.
That's not going to work here. He also picked Jalen Reagor over Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Then again, I can't really be talking. I mean, that's all Gruden, really. But
let me see. Peterson is but he's a West Coast offense guy.
The thing is, like, you can't just settle. Like, Doug Peterson is settling. Like, I mean, I have a list of guys that I'm using for a post. I can read off a couple of them, but they're okay. So I'll read off most of them.
He was just playing about Paul Gunther, you guys.
I was playing. I literally wasn't gonna actually have Paul Gunther.
Just playing. He was basically saying that Doug Peterson is that bad. That's all he was saying.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got DeBall, Brady, Raheem Morris is like
I just think he's a defensive coordinator, bro. I
think that's it. Like he rallied.
A great one.
Great one. Yeah. Bieniemy, but I have Nathaniel Hackett, the Green Bay offensive coordinator, but I've asked some Packer fans, and they would actually they would actually thank us for taking him. So,
wow.
I don't know if I really want that.
That offense is explosive, though, man.
Yeah.
And if we bring him over, then you can look at Devontae Adams and maybe Aaron Rodgers.
I got Leftwich. I mentioned him.
Yes, definitely.
One that I think might be for more of an offensive coordinator, but I wouldn't mind as a head coach is Mike McDaniel, the 49ers running back coach.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think it's more offensive coordinator, but like, hey, the ball and him as the offensive coordinator, just saying. Kellen Moore, but he's young, and
I think he's been promised a job in Dallas, bro. Mm-hmm. I think when McCarthy's gone, that's Kellen Moore's gig.
Okay, this one, I got Todd Bowles, but I don't think he'll ever leave Tampa. I think he's just stuck. And this one's,
I still think Todd Bowles is a defensive coordinator too, bro.
Yeah,
but
Leslie Frazier, Bills defensive coordinator.
Wow, bro. Now he failed as a head coach in Minnesota.
He did, but. Now, these next three are interesting. Marvin Lewis.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Okay. Are we trolling? Or are we being for real?
Okay. He never deserved to be fired from Cincinnati.
Bro, he had like 20 years to get it together, bro.
But he always kept them good. Like, he always kept them competitive. His GM just sucked at the same time. That one's more of like a far out.
But he kept Paul Gunther employed a long time, right?
I know he did, which is the issue there. But
okay, yeah. Just jump to the next one.
He's been apparently looking to go to the NFL, but it's also a college coach, so it's that interesting ground. Luke Fickell, the Cincinnati head coach, the Bearcats.
He is having a hell of a year.
He's interviewed for NFL teams before. He just hasn't found the right fit, and that one's different. And then my next one.
Hold on, let's look at that real quick because Cincinnati has a top 5 defense, I believe, right? And they have
their number one defense, not number one, but like not close to number one.
Yeah, and their offense is crazy. Look, we're Notre Dame fans. We know all about Cincinnati. So
it started Drew Pine, we would have won.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, I agree with you on that. He needs to do a little more to. The only guy I'm looking at in college is Davis Shaw and maybe Lincoln Riley. And Ricky Riley, he ain't going anywhere.
Nah. Let's see. Cincinnati has the number 2 ranked defense behind Georgia.
There you go. Okay.
And then my next one is listen, I had to throw in Marvin Lewis mainly because it gets likes and shares and comments. That was the main one, but it's possible. Joe Woods, the Browns defensive coordinator.
Okay.
Let's see.
You said their offensive coordinator, right?
Defensive.
Oh, defensive? Okay.
Let's see. He is. Let me look on Wikipedia.
Shout out to Jason. Let's see how the season plays out. Then we can call Brady or Byron Leftwich. Facts.
He's 51.
Go ahead, bro.
He's 51. He was the Broncos defensive backs coach from 2015 to 2018. He was the 49ers defensive backs coach and defensive passing game coordinator when they went to the Super Bowl and had that shutdown defense. He was the Raiders defensive back coach in 2014.
Okay.
And right now he's the Browns defensive coordinator.
I do remember him. That was DC's rookie year, and he was yeah, I do remember that.
I mean, he's grown a lot, but like he's got it potentially.
Hey,
The talent he has.
What do you think what Toxic just said, man? I don't think he'd come back, but Dungy is head coach, Peyton is offensive coordinator.
No.
That would be crazy though.
No.
Scout said, fuck that. All right.
I mean, listen, it's my whole thing is like, I don't want an old coach. I don't want a.
I think we already tried that, right?
Yeah. I don't want a kind of let's just throw it around, see what happens. Because, like, I posted on Twitter last night. If we mess up this hiring, the next 5 to 10 years, or not 5 to 10, but the next 5 years or so are just circles.
Yeah, no facts, bro. I
for those saying
this is the biggest hire probably of our franchise, like ever.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Jack real quick. Docs, SF Giants or Dodgers tonight. I know you're an A's fan, but who are you rooting for? Go Raiders, Notre Dame, Kings, 916. I'm going for the Kings to beat the Lakers tonight in the last preseason game. And I'm definitely, I'm an A's fan. I know it's supposed to be Northern California, but no, I'm going for the Dodgers tonight. Dodgers beat the shit out the Giants. Let's go.
Nope.
Shout out to Jack, man. Appreciate you, brother.
I hate the Dodgers, so.
I'm going for him, man. I always said if I had to pick an NL team, it'd be the Dodgers. Let me see. Facts, Gaffler. We need Ja Rule.
The Browns defense is ranked 21st. At the same time, like all the talent that they've drafted in the past, like last year and this year and signed, have all been because of Joe Woods. Like he was the one who pushed for John Johnson, Troy Hill, Greg Newsome, JOK. Like that man knows talent. I mean, look at Malik McDowell. The man's not playing in the NFL for 2 years, and he leads all defensive tackles and pressures. Like,
hey, you know what's crazy, bro? We're literally 10th. We're 10th in overall defense. We're 13th in overall offense. Denver's 18th in overall offense, and they're number 3 in total defense.
Though my number one choice is still the ball, and it's like the ball, Brady, Leftwich, and then a decent sized gap before the next one. Like those 3, you have to get one of those 3, and you can't, in my opinion, you can't stay in house. You can't get no Tom Cable. Like I don't even want him on the staff next year, even as an offensive line coach.
Yeah. No. I think he's showing why Seattle just let him go, because this offensive line is better. For him to say that Andre James is having hell of a year, that right there let me know, like, okay, Cable may have to walk now.
After he pushed for Andre James over Rodney Hudson, and he pushed for drafting Leatherwood. I don't hate Leatherwood.
He'll be all right at guard. I'm telling you now. Yeah.
There's a lot you got to work with, but I don't want him.
No retreads. Facts, agent. That's real, bro. No retreads.
I don't want to keep anyone in house. Like I don't want to keep. Gus Bradley has had his chance as a head coach, and I know that's weird saying I just said I just said Leslie Frazier and Todd Bowles, but and Marvin Lewis. But I can't. You can't take Gus Bradley. Like.
Yeah,
he'd keep Olsen, and then we're screwed. And then Olsen keeps, his guys. I want to see a full wipe. Now, full wipe is interesting. I would want to keep Bisaccia as special teams guy because everyone loves him, and I'd love to keep Bradley. I don't know. If anyone, I want to keep Milas on that defensive staff.
Definitely.
Milas, like even if he's defensive coordinator, I would be fine with him as defensive coordinator.
Well, he's gonna get a defensive coordinator position anyway after this.
Make him defensive coordinator. Like if you say he brought in the ball, Mike McDaniels, and
Tomlin ain't going anywhere, y'all.
Milas, like, dude, I'd love that.
Yeah,
but It's way too early. We got to see what happens. Knowing Davis, he'll stay in house or he'll hire some mid end guy, and we'll be right back where we are.
Sean said, ask Scout about Tyler Linderbaum, center out of what, Iowa?
Iowa, yeah. I like him a lot. My center number one,
Is it NC State? No, the tackle out of NC State.
Iowa. Linderbaum's
No,
Iowa.
no, I'm saying, no, I know Linderbaum, but I'm saying you
Oh
like
yeah, the tackle
out of NC
guard,
State.
NC State.
Okay. Good.
But
Bradley
for sure,
Bradley did fire Olsen when they were in Jacksonville.
that's true. But I don't know if he wants to. I don't know. But for my opinion, I like him. It's way too early for me to like rank guys right now, but it's him, Patterson, and then what's his face?
We talking about centers, right?
Dude from Boston College.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
There's a decent chance we look at him too because of the whole,
Boston College.
Mayock, Boston College connection.
Yeah. No one from that Eagles staff. I don't want a single person from that Eagles staff.
Let me ask you this, bro. What do you think about Mayock now? Like is this his team? Do you think that Mark is going to give him the power now to say, I know the whole 51-49 shit, that was some bullshit.
That's dumb. That's
that shit is stupid, but does Mayock stick around?
You can't tell me Gruden had 51%. Gruden had 99% and Mayock had 1%.
Do you think things change with him now, or do you think at some point, like basically Davis says, well, this was Gruden's guy, so we start from scratch?
I think it depends on two things. If the Raiders finish this year and make the playoffs, I think you could see Mayock sticking. However, at the same time, we don't really know anything. Like, we don't know the ins and outs of who actually picked who, when, and where. Like, we don't know if Gruden or Gunther even picked Crosby. Like, I don't know that. We don't know that. We'll never know that. I do know Mayock picked Tanner Muse and Lynn Bowden. He said so himself, which is... but I think they give him a chance this offseason. I think they let him be involved with the new head coach. They let him be involved with the, even the new president, because we still need one of those.
Yeah, definitely.
Involved with all that, let him help get his hand in. And he does like Joe Brady. So
that's his guy.
If we keep him just for Joe Brady, I'll be fine. Yeah. And then I think this offseason will really kind of cement like his future. Like if they mess up totally, done. Or maybe not. Like it depends.
But let me ask you this. If Joe Brady,
we're not going to lose Mayock for Louis Riddick. Louis Riddick, if anything, would be
a president.
Right. If we hire another GM, I don't want another TV guy. I want an actual legit GM.
If Brady came over, I think that DC's job would be safe.
Oh, yeah, because he likes the pocket passes. If you bring DeBall in, though, and DeBall is my number one choice, and I love Carr, I think DeBall would rather flip Carr for like 2 first-round picks,
like a Malik Willis or something?
No, we wouldn't be high enough. But Matt Corral, Carson Strong even, like those are his type of guys. And I hate saying this because I think DC would be great under DeBall, but like Matt Corral, Brian DeBall, Henry Ruggs, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Josh Jacobs, it would be one of the best offenses in the NFL. I mean, you saw what he did with Josh Allen. He took Josh Allen from looking like a bust to maybe the best quarterback in the AFC, at least this year, because Mahomes has been him and Herbert are neck and neck right now for best quarterback this year.
Tony said, so what would you rather have, an offensive-minded head coach, or a defensive-minded head coach?
Offensive.
Yeah. It's crazy as it sounds. It's an offensive league now.
Defensive coaches kind of work like Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
Then again, it's Brandon Staley. Matt Rule.
Well, let's be honest too. Brandon Staley actually took on a great roster too,
and a great offensive coordinator.
Yeah, he fell into a great situation.
But I think I'd rather have an offensive. Like this is, if you want me to compare right now, like my top 3 coordinators and who I'd want. The ball is a lot like. Well, it's hard to say what the ball is like because the ball calls the plays in Buffalo. Okay, if you want to look at what the ball is like, he's like Buffalo. There, that's simple. Um, Leftwich calls plays really similar to how the how Pete Carroll calls. It's
But but
weird,
is
but like
but is Leftwich a product of his situation with
it
Tom
could
Brady
be,
and
which
all
is
those
why,
weapons around him?
which is, but he did. I mean, Jameis Winston still had 5,000 yards under him.
Yeah,
Just saying.
no, definitely.
Um, which is why he's third because
Also,
you don't
also
know.
threw 132 interceptions in one season. But
Yeah.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. I hear you.
But number one is the ball because he's shown everywhere he goes he has an elite roster. Like Alabama, that offensive year, oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah,
2018 was amazing. Buffalo has been amazing the past 2 years, and that was because he had a year to develop Josh Allen.
yeah.
Um, but then this Brady, like, now here's the thing: if the Bengals fire Zach Taylor, we're not getting Joe Brady. It's like he's going to Cincinnati, he's going with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. But if
Yep.
they don't, then it's possible. And Joe Brady is so much like Sean McVay. Like they're both young, extremely smart,
Yeah.
offensive geniuses, basically. Like that's what he's like. And isn't
I
just
like that.
Brady isn't just oh yeah, it's he had LSU. Like you saw once he left LSU, their offense went. I mean, their offense has been awful. I mean,
Kaput.
the head coach is about to get fired. Um,
Yeah, it's ugly.
the Panthers right now. I mean, Sam Donald looks like freaking Dan Marino this
Reborn.
year.
Yep,
Like
reborn for real.
he's going off. I mean, he loves using his tight ends. Like it looks nice. And then again, you know, it depends. Him and DeBall are number one and two because of how young they are and offensive minded. And I mean, DeBall is 46. Like
Yeah,
that's young too.
still young as hell.
Yeah, it's younger than. Oh, I think Leftwich is only like 45 actually.
Let me see. Ben Bassett, you do realize the NFL doesn't like Peyton or the Saints. You have him as our head coach. That's a double whammy. Why do you think they don't like Sean Payton?
Shit, Byron Leftwich is 41.
Ben, but why do you think they don't like Sean Payton? He's won a championship
No,
over there.
they love Sean Payton.
Todd, I got it at Lid. Oh, no, not Lids. Like some specialized store in the mall. But it's you can find them online. They're like $80, bro. They're all online though.
Like so, Doc asked, "Does Carr get a say if he gets an extension?" Not really. It so depends on that. Just depends, like on the new head coach. The ball probably gets rid of him. Brady probably keeps him. Leftwich probably keeps him, and then after those, I don't know. Um,
I know Bounty Gate, but like I haven't heard
yeah,
anything from that in a long time. So
I do not want the Rams offensive coordinator. He does nothing. That's Sean
It's
McVay's
all big day.
offense.
He's the Greg Olson of the Rams.
Yeah, he does absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Sean McVay calls every play there.
facts, facts. So
That's when you got to look at like coordinators, like what does this guy do that like Matt Rule, defensive minded coach. So
yeah,
that's all Joe Brady's offense. The ball, that's all his offense because McDermott's kind of more of a both type of thing.
so okay, real quick. What do you think about the whole Derek Carr extension situation now? Like what happens? Does if he continues the ball out like the first 3 games of the season? I mean, do we still look at him and say we have to give him the extension, or do we wait for another head coach to come in to see if that's who they want? We still have one more year.
You got to see the other head coach.
Okay.
But here's the thing, right? Like say DC balls out the rest of the year, like he goes off.
Facts, Courtney.
Um, he goes crazy. And so you bring in, that's what I've been saying earlier. Joe Brady comes in, he probably keeps Carr, extends him because he knows he can work with him. The
Yeah.
ball comes in, he probably flips him for the 2 first-round picks that he could get if Carr has an elite year, drafts his guy, develops him for a year, builds the team for a year, and then next year this offense just goes off. I think that's the thing. Like if you have one head coach, there's a lot there. If you have a head coach that wants to build his own roster, we're gonna have another 2 or 3 years of
Yeah.
a rebuild, but it's gonna be a competent rebuild.
Okay.
Whereas if we bring in a guy, I think like the ball or Brady, they want instant. They just want to win now. But if you bring in someone like Leftwich or more, even, they kind of want to build their own team. It seems like, like they want. I want my team, but I think the ball would be fine. The ball or Brady would be fine, and I want to come in and win instantly because they're both from winning backgrounds. Like,
Facts.
I mean, the ball's never. I think he's lost. The most games he's lost in a year is like 8, and that was with a rookie Josh Allen that didn't know his left arm from his right arm, basically.
I don't think that defense was the same as it was that year either, though. I remember that.
No, I think they hired Leslie Frazier the year after, and then it took off. This year,
I think they had a bad defense that year. Yeah.
Carball's
out, then gets traded. Raider Nation will have 2 fits. Man, bro, just imagine that. Imagine losing Gruden and DC in the same year.
It would hurt, but at the same time, if you could get someone like Matt Corral, I've liked him for a while. This year he's going off. Probably the number. It's so hard to figure out who's Heisman. It's either him or Kenneth Walker right now.
Yeah.
You got to decide between those two, and then that's it. The thing with Brady though is he likes the pocket quarterbacks. That's Carr. Yeah. So I think he'd keep Carr, but the ball likes the mobile. I'm just gonna run you see Josh Allen. Like Matt Corral would fit the ball so much. He can run, he can pass, he can throw it 70 yards downfield without even looking like it's effortless. Really, like
High Five says that Matt Corral is balling in Ole Miss.
Well, he is. Yeah. But so is Kenneth Walker in Michigan State. Like, which one's Heisman? All I would say to Raider fans right now is there's a new head coach, probably not from inside the building. Watch the quarterbacks that are draft eligible. And Spencer Rattler, I would die if we drafted Spencer Rattler. I would. Yeah. It is embarrassing how bad he is. Sam Howell would actually be someone I don't mind either.
Sam Howell's looked bad this year too, though.
He's been on and off. Last year though, he was crazy. Then again, he had all that elite talent, and they sat down right in front of me. Great, cool.
Another Mitchell Trubisky. Hey, should we become a hurry up offense?
Nah, just no.
Okay, simple and plain.
Our offensive line is not good enough to be hurry up. Well, actually, that could make it be good to have a hurry up offense.
I got a message today hold on, let me see who this was. This was a good question. I wanted to bring this back up. I'll
answer some of the QB questions.
Go ahead.
Best quarterback right now is probably Malik Willis. He's just been, he's Deshaun Watson without the off-field issues. Desmond Ridder is a guy I do like. If you brought in Luke Fickell, Desmond Ridder would probably draft him.
Where was this question there?
No QB in college worth drafting high. Yeah, but see, the thing is, the Raiders probably don't end up having a top 10 pick. If they have a top 10 pick, something seriously went wrong this year. But if you had like Matt Corral, possibly, I'd do that. It all depends on who the head coach is. Or maybe, this is not possible. A head coach keeps him and then just lets him walk next year. But then the issue is, if you let Carr walk, you're not getting anything from him. Like, you can't just kind of let him go and not get anything,
Somebody hit me. I can't find a message right now. But Collins, he hasn't been playing right on the offensive line for Dallas. Dallas pretty much has. Yeah, they have the number 1 offensive line in the league.
Yeah, well, the reason he hasn't been playing is because the steroids and kind of bribed the guy.
Yeah, but is there something there? Like, do you reach out to them and say, "Hey, we got Arnett and Clee packaged up for you for Collins or some shit"? Like, do we reach out to them to see if we can get Collins because they already have a number 1 O line without him?
It would be absolutely hilarious to watch Damon Arnett and Trayvon Diggs in the secondary together. You have one dude who gets constantly roasted but can make picks, and you have another dude who just gets roasted. Like, it'd be funny to watch.
That's hilarious.
Trayvon, I'm gonna say it. Trayvon Diggs is overrated. Like,
he does
that
get
dude
cooked
gets
a lot.
burnt.
Yeah,
he's on pace to allow the most yards in NFL history by a corner. Like,
last year was bad. Bad. Last year was terrible.
Everyone wants to bring up the picks, but if you go watch his picks,
My brother Sean said that. There you go.
One bounced off a running back's hands. It bounced off Leonard Fournette's hands. Another one, Devonta Smith, just slipped, and then two were just overthrown. Like, dude, he makes picks, but they're like easy picks. Like, I think you could make some of them. No offense, that didn't make that sound bad. I mean, one of them literally, he's standing right behind the running back, and it bounces off his hands into his arms. Like,
yeah. No. Look, he is balling out right now. Trust me with the interceptions. But yes, he does get cooked a lot. He definitely does.
Everyone says he's defensive player of the year. Right now, defensive player of the year is Myles Garrett. I love Max, but you got 31 pressures and you got 2 sacks. Like, just kind of.
But he's still in that category. He's
up there. Like, he's right now on pace for like a crazy 190, 200 pressures. Like, that is crazy. Let me think. Actually, hold on.
The Raider, I agree, brother. I agree. Hey, everybody, wipe them feet. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, hit the link up top. And also go follow our brother Scout right here on Instagram. That is his page.
He's on pace for 107 pressures, which would break the record, I think, or close to it. But
that's crazy.
He's only on pace for like 8 sacks. Like, 8 sacks doesn't win you.
What's your take on CJ Scouter?
I don't even know what team he plays for.
Is it Ohio State?
Oh.
Is it?
Oh, God, no. Please, no. No more Ohio State, please. Just no. I don't give a shit if it's the next coming. Like, I don't care. Crazy, no.
Denzel Penning. 60 tackles already, leads the league in tackles. Perriman has been a breath of fresh air for us.
Yeah, a pick is a pick, but I'm sorry, but if you have 3 picks thrown right to you, you can't say that he has 6 picks. Oh, he's so good if 3 of them are right to him. Like, it's not like he's going up and reading the route. He's just.
Oh, CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud is from.
Wait, who's the? Is that Scouter? CJ Scouter? No. What was the first name?
I don't know who. I thought they were talking about the guy from Ohio State because I seen that name.
Let me look.
Because I never heard of a Scouter.
CJ Scouter?
Maybe I think we're talking about the Ohio State. CJ Stroud.
I think you meant CJ Stroud.
Yeah, that's what we meant.
Definitely. Yeah, no.
Let me see. 4-2 this week. Carlos, talk that shit. So let's talk about this Denver game before we get up out of here, though. So, what do you have us, man? Like, what is the score? Who are the guys? You already gave us the X factors. You got who you said you have.
I said Max,
Brian Edwards,
and Edwards.
There we go. Okay. What is the score, man? What is your prediction? What do we do this weekend? Any turnovers? We need some turnovers on this defense, bro. Like, and I'm talking about 6. Like, we need to score off.
Let me address one thing because I said, David says, "Why I not want an older coach?" Because you see, if it's an older offensive coach, we've tried that. Like, it doesn't work. You need a young offensive-minded coach, and the Bengals. The Bucks have Bruce Arians, but when you look at their offensive defensive coordinator, Todd Bowles is what, like 50-something, and Leftwich is 40. Like, they got young coaches, but I don't want a coach that's up there in age. Like, all the good coaches in the NFL right now, minus Belichick and Andy Reid, are young. McVay, Staley, even Tomlin's kind of young, and he's a decent coach. Brian Flores, he's a good coach, just has a horrible team.
Yeah.
Matt Rule's young. They're all young. Like, you want a young coach. Dan Campbell, the Lions are 0-5, but then again, he's just pure emotion.
But I like the fire from him, though. I do.
Oh, dude, I've never seen a head coach cry.
Bro, he was crying because he was really upset that his guys, been so close.
That is a people's coach. That is someone
definitely
that teams rally around, and that's someone that you want as a coach. Plus, his first draft was absolutely amazing.
But Joe Brady's 33?
Yeah, he's young.
Holy shit.
He's really young. He is 32.
Teasy, me and Stu show is in an hour. We have a show in an hour, so you're gonna see me and Stu live again.
He's 32 and he was the Saints offensive assistant in 2017, LSU passing game coach in 2019, and the Panthers offensive coordinator. Like,
That's
he's
crazy.
34. He is on pace. 33. If we hired him, he'll be 34. Like, he is on pace to be probably the youngest. I don't think he'll be the youngest head coach ever, but he'll be one of them. And like,
Lane Kiffin wasn't Lane Kiffin still the youngest head coach ever?
I don't know.
Rage, bro. He already did. Ruggs already put a bunch of muscle on this past offseason. That's why he's balling out now.
Sean McVay was the youngest at 34 years old. So yeah, actually, oh no, 30 years old. Okay. Lane Kiffin was 31, so he'd be like the third or fourth oldest head coach, youngest head coach.
Yeah, Stu said Lane at 31 too. Yeah, facts.
And I mean, it's not like Sean McVay has been bad or anything. He's just taken his team to a Super Bowl and maybe had two of the best offenses ever with, not ever, but had two of the best offenses in the NFL with Jared Goofball as his quarterback.
OG, you have to understand this, my brother. In a perfect world, it would be perfect for Richie to ball out, to have this team ball out for him, and we go to the playoffs. And we.
I would love Bisaccia as a head coach.
In
just
a perfect world, yeah, but that would be great. But let's be honest.
Interim head coaches don't last.
It doesn't. Like, it doesn't usually last too long.
When was the last interim head coach that got hired? If anything, it should have been Raheem Morris, but I can't think off the top of my head. Like,
yeah.
When was the last guy? When was it? Like,
damn,
I can't think of it.
Yeah, I thought Atlanta was going to hire Raheem Morris for sure.
They should have. Instead, they hired Arthur Smith.
Indianapolis. Greg said Indy.
Oh yeah, Frank Reich's getting fired.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What are they? 1-4?
Yeah.
Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Been best at Harbaugh.
I can't. I don't see it.
Tom Cable, he was an intern for sure.
That's true.
Harbaugh, I do not want the Clemson's head coach.
God no. All right, let me finish up with Denver.
Let's go. Yeah, talk about it.
Let's see. Denver. Score prediction. See, this is one of those games where, like, yeah, we lose. Okay, like
Freddie Kitchen. Yeah, Cleveland.
Freddie Kitchen. Yeah.
Yep.
Even though he was kept for a year and then got
let go. Yeah.
Yeah, he got canned.
That was a good one, Chance. Where there's facts.
He's got. Let's see. We got. If we lose, no one was expecting us to win. Like, you got a new interim head coach, new play caller. No one expects us to win this game. So if we lose, we lose. It's that simple. I do think we win though, for the simple reason is like, yeah, everyone on this team, I think now, I don't know if it's set in fully, but I think it's going to set in. They're playing for a job next year. Like, they're not just this year, but next year. The coaches are coaching for jobs next year. Like, Greg Olson is coaching to be an offensive coordinator somewhere else. Gus Bradley is coaching to be a defensive coordinator somewhere else. Like, I think that's the big thing is like everyone's coaching or playing to show themselves to the new staff, really. Like, you got guys like Parker, Leatherwood, even though Leatherwood probably stays, but I'm still saying, like, Amik, even Hobbs, and I know they're all good players, but like new coaches sometimes want their players. Like Klee, Max, Yannick, all of them are playing for the future, especially Yannick. Like,
I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if Chucky is behind the scenes, still texting everybody. I don't think he can help himself. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think he's still gonna be as active as possible, sitting from home, like because that's just how much he loves this game.
Yeah, but like everyone is playing for something to prove. They're playing for their job next year, and I think that pushes the team because it's not like they have a bad interim head coach. They're rallying behind a really. I even seen this man when he was with the Cowboys. Like, Rich does not care. Like, he is everyone's talked like he is a people's coach. Everyone loves him. So I think they're going to rally about him. And I think the team could still finish strong or they collapse. We don't know. This game won't decide it. I think the next 2 weeks will really show, like, okay, what is this team? What are we watching here? But I do think we win for the simple fact that everyone is just going to come out emotional, not
Yeah.
emotional, but like if
Show
you
the
seen
world.
all,
Prove
you
the
saw all
world.
the Instagram posts, like
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, people were like, the team wasn't overly happy that Gruden resigned. Like it's just they liked Gruden. They liked him as a like they liked him. Like he was a people's coach also. So like I think they come out, they fight, they win, and I can't wait to hear Vic Fangio afterwards if when we win because
Because
that'd be the
his job is
funniest
on the
thing.
line right now too.
Yeah, and he is
Denver wants him
his
out of there.
press conferences are hilarious. The one where he harassed the Ravens and then instantly Harbaugh got back at him like an hour later with I didn't know there was a 16-point play. Like, oh, that was fun. I
Yeah.
think we come out. I don't think it's high scoring because both these offenses are interesting. And our offense is ranked, you said top 10, but a lot of that's from the first 2 weeks where they had like 900 yards in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
just
Tway,
like,
T Wave, real quick. Scout would be my Mike Mayock. Andy would be my Tom Cable. Honcho would be my defensive coordinator. Spotlight would be somewhere over there as well, helping the O line. Shit, I can't think of anything else.
sounds like a
But yeah,
17-0 roster.
there we go. Boom, lit.
But yeah, just kind of, that's the thing. I think they win not pretty. It's not going to be pretty, I think. Let me go. I think both offenses explode in the second half. I'm not going to lie. I think halftime is like 9-7 or like 10-7. It's going to be low. The first half's probably going to be pretty boring. But let me go with like, let me go 24-17 Raiders. I think
That's what
that's
I
a
had.
reasonable. I
That's
think
what
that's
I had.
reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable.
I think no 21-14 or 24-17. It was one of them that I had.
I like 24-17 a lot.
Okay, I like that. Stu says, I like what he said. He said, short yardage needs to improve ASAP.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
You can't
definitely.
pick up 3rd and 2, really?
Yeah, that's
Or the
really
one that stands out to me is the literal 4th and like this water bottle, and you couldn't get it into the end zone against the Ravens that week.
So let me ask you this on the way out. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We will definitely be back in about 45 minutes with me and Stu as well. So you guys get your questions in now because we're gonna be doing our questions with Stu tonight. If we win this game, we go back home. We got Philly. We got a bye week to go back to New York. Do you
God.
realistically think we can go on a run?
If we win this game, can we go on a run?
We'll be 4-2. We can beat Philly at home, 5-2. Go get a week to really implement this new, this
A week to not only implement everything, but also rest. Like
Yes.
a week to chill. Maybe that would be the week that maybe Mullen can get back. Maybe Arnett can Arnett can come back. Morrow, White, are they still eligible to come back? I don't know if they're going to come back. Mariota should be back.
He'll be back Sunday, right?
Richie is expected back.
Giants game.
Oh, I can't wait to get Richie back. Even if he gets hurt in like 4 weeks, I don't care. 4 weeks of Richie is all I need. Just something.
Yes, definitely.
If he stays healthy at the end of the rest of the season, like the amount of times that just run the ball to the left, run the ball behind Colton Miller,
Great. Yep.
and Richie. I don't care. I don't care if it's predictable. Like I don't care if they have 4 defensive linemen over there. Run it that way because I do not trust Andre James, John Simpson. Actually, Alex Leatherwood I kind of trust. And I do think Richie back. I think Richie back also helps Andre James kind of get his shit together because
okay. Yeah, definitely.
He has John Simpson for some reason and Alex Leatherwood, both of which have 2 years of experience. He's the oldest out of the 3 of them, and he's literally never played center in the NFL before. So fix that.
I think Illuminar cleans up their right side this week too. I'm telling you, I don't know why. I think he's gonna have a good game.
I think you just kind of focus. I think they could go on a run. the back half of this year is going to be brutal for sure. So it would be good to get it'd be good to get a just roll in, win 2 here. Get a win in, get another win against the Eagles at home, go into the bye week, get ready for New York, win in New York. I don't know if we face do we face Chiefs after. I think we do face Chiefs after that.
Yes.
And then we face Bengals.
2 good teams.
Yeah, but like that second half of the schedule is rough. Just get the momentum.
Dallas,
get it
Cincinnati,
Kansas City. There's back-to-back weeks of Kansas City and then at Cleveland. That right there is brutal. But just get the momentum, get on a roll, and then keep pushing the rest of the year.
There you go. Definitely, my brother. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother, Raiders.Scout. One of these nights, we're going to get him. Oh, T.Y. Hilton just announced a retirement. That's crazy.
I don't think so.
He said he announced his retirement following a neck surgery.
I think he said he was debating retirement. He just kind of came back today. I think he said he was debating retirement, and then he decided to come back, and I think he's going to retire after this.
Oh, okay. Well, one of these days, man, on the weekend, we got to get scouting here for one of them 2-hour, 3-hour.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, shows, man, definitely, man. But we appreciate you, brother, for taking your time out, running to the library, and trying to keep it down to a minimum. On the way out, man, let everybody know where they can follow you at, my brother.
Raiders.Scout on Instagram. That's the easiest one. And there's a link in my bio to literally everything else you could think of. There's a Discord. There's my Twitter.
I had to get out that Discord, man. That shit is wild, bro. It's just wild. But shout out to everybody, man. Real talk, man. Appreciate you guys. Wipe your feet on the way out. We will definitely be back next.
I'll be back. I'll watch. I'll be back.
Okay. Was it next week we took off?
No, it was going to be this week, but
okay,
we just pushed it to today. Yeah, so we'll be back next week against the Eagles when we're 4-2, and they're whatever because they are getting absolutely assaulted right now.
Philly got the ball right now. They're down by 7.
Tom Brady's going off for my fantasy team, which hurts to say, but
Scout's Instagram right there, you guys. With that being said, we'll be back in about 45-50 minutes with me and Stu. Appreciate you, my brother. Like always, man. Definitely looking forward to talk to you again soon, brother. You already know. Shout out to everybody. 1.